This is Unit 6, and we're dealing with solving inequalities. We've got 4 different problems that we're going to solve in this section. These are solved very similar to the way you solved regular equations with equal to signs. The only thing different is to remember the golden rule of inequalities. That's if you multiply or divide by a negative number, you must reverse the inequality sign. So looking at problem number 1, we have x plus 4 is less than 12. So if this had been an equal to, what you would have done is you would have subtracted 4 from both sides. The 4 plus 4 and the minus 4 would have crossed off, leaving you with just x, and 12 minus 4 is 8. So you get x less than 8. For the next one, we have 4x is greater than 8. Again, if this had been an equal to, your plan of attack would have been to divide both sides by 4. And you would have just an x left here because your 4's cross off. Greater than 8 divided by 4 is 2. For the next one, we have negative 4x greater than 8. So again, since the negative 4 is multiplied times the x, I do the inverse operation and I divide both sides by negative 4. But I have to remember that when I divide by a negative, I have to apply that golden rule of inequality, and I have to switch the inequality sign, flip it around the other direction. So the negative 4 crosses off with the negative 4, and I'm left with just x. But because I divided by a negative, I have to switch the inequality sign from a greater than to a less than. Then I do 8 divided by negative 4, and I get negative 2. So my answer is x is less than negative 2. For the next problem, we have the variable on both sides of the equation. Again, just apply the same rules as if this was an equal to. I would get all my variables to one side, so I'd subtract 4x from both sides. 6x minus 4x gives me 2x. And then these two cross off, so I still have plus 2 less than minus 8. Now I want to get rid of the plus 2 here so that I get all my numbers to the right side. So I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. So that leaves me with 2x here. These two 2's cross off, and I have negative 8 plus a negative 2. That gives me negative 10. Now I have to divide both sides by 2 to finish the equation. Note I'm dividing by a positive number, so I do not need to switch the sign. I leave it alone. So I get x is less than negative 5.